Solo.
And hello! Welcome to Solo Playthroughs! We got an exciting one today, Ymirgh! Which sounds like a sneeze to me, because I'm weird, so that's... Somebody didn't get the title joke. Figured I just... it's never a good idea when you explain the jokes, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because, who says I'm good at this stuff? Let's do this! Lots of comments! Oh my god! We have Tabletop Troubadour, he does great work! Speaking of Jobdramir, I don't know, he's a Etsy guy, especially like his Mage Knight board. He also does the fan-made characters Lazarus and Zhao, not to mention tons of minis. It gets expensive for sure. I thought Ymirgh was originally by someone else, says Sajit. Could be mistaken. Hello, Sajit. Mike James says Jobdramir started an official shop, as far as I could tell. Thomas Willinger, ha, great, never saw this before after hundreds of hours of playing Mage Knight, funny. Tabletop Troubadour, Jobdramir did Ymirgh, others made Lazarus and Zhao, but his manufacturer and packaging are truly professional. You'd be fooled into thinking that WizKids made them. No, WizKids could never do something this high quality. Speaking of WizKids, thank you to WizKids for a review copy of the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, this is Ymirgh, the mighty Ymirgh. I did paint him up. I have mild mini painting skills. This one actually did not take very much time at all, so... Ooh, hello. Yeah, this isn't going to focus very well, but that's fine. That's what you get. And that's enough of that. So, I did paint him up. Needed to wait for humidity in Philadelphia to get down to I could actually put a protective coat on it. But alas, we got there. So here we are with Ymirgh. Sajit, well, WizKids quality has its own good and bad. Thomas Willingham, can you get them all at Etsy? They have stock issues, but yes, you usually can. Tabletop Troubadour, yes, Jobdramir brings them into rotation eventually. Highly recommend the player board. And right, Sajid, I should have said that Jobdamir's quality, at least miniatures, is better than WizKids. Thanks, I really need them, says Thomas. Andy B, Pure Mage or Pure Knight. Brian, what's up? Silver Fear says, thought I would be late. Turns out I'm right on time. Good morning. And Sloppin' says, ring that bell. Sajid says, what's up? Don't annoy WizKids. You need the early review copy of that fancy expansion that is coming up. Yeah, Paul Grogan reached out and said I would be on the short list, but we'll see if that holds true. Obviously, my content has, been less. There's been less of it, and that's a sad state of affairs, but mostly good in my life. Life getting in the way of gaming. Who wants that to happen? So let's get to it. I do need to put the audio off for a second here. My predictable sinuses attack as soon as I start streaming. That was super fun. Alexander G says, hi, folks. Let's do it. I have not played Volcare's Return in frickin' forever. So, frickin' is the technical term. So bear with me. There's going to be a little bit longer to set up. If you don't like watching setup and you don't think I'm funny, then just skip ahead. And if you don't think I'm funny, you probably shouldn't watch any of this, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Who watches me? People, if you think I am a good singer and you're here for the song, don't worry, there'll be plenty of that as always. Let's do some story time with Greg because there's so little of like flavor text in Mage Knight as it comes, so I kind of am digging we have a little bit of a story. So the background of Ymirgh. Ymirgh minded his own business, living in a city where he ran his blacksmith's workshop. People valued his craftsmanship, but it didn't win him any friends. He was simply tolerated, praised for his merchandise, and left to his own devices. At that time, a terrible dragon lurked in the countryside, making there's a typo. Lives of peasants and townfolk miserable. The road to the city was dangerous too, and many people suffered because of that. One day, when news struck that Ymirgh decided to slay the dragon, all citizens swarmed to the streets. to see the dwarf set out on his quest. He was clad in armor engraved with strange patterns. Many suspected these were ancient dwarven runes, but none of them knew what they meant. In his hand, he held a battle axe. People laughed and sneered at him. Nobody believed that a simple smith could do something that dozens of soldiers and knights failed to achieve. 3 days passed, and at dawn, people across the city heard the drums of the city watch. The sound was only used during important events and when the city was in danger. People came out of their homes, not sure what was happening. High ranking officials and the prince himself jumped on their horses and rode towards the city gate. When the gates were opened, everyone fell silent at the sight of the view on the other side. Ymirgh slowly walked towards the city, clearly tired. His horse followed him. Dwarf's armor was in a sorry state, shredded at the chest like a piece of paper. His axe was still dripping with hot blood, and its drops smoked and hissed as they touched the ground. It wasn't that view that made the whole city stare in silence, though. They stared at the sight of a dragon's head chopped off and dragged behind the horse. People stood aside as Ymirgh walked towards his house. He was accompanied by the prince's guard, and all that could be heard was the sound of hooves. In the evening, a great feast to honor the savior was held. Everyone, page flip, cheered at the dragon's demise. That night, the prince himself called the dwarf Ymirgh the Mighty. But the dragon slayer vanished that very night, and no one could say what happened to him. Some claimed he took his reward and moved to a different city, but that was not true. The reward for slaying the dragon, as promised by the Council of the Void, was an invitation into the ranks of Mage Knights. No one had heard from him since then, until 7 years later, Ymirgh the Mighty resurfaced again. Fighting side by side with other Mage Knights against Volkare and his undead, his skill with an axe became a stuff of legends, and tales of his victories and valor became known across the entire kingdom. Dun dun dun! Well, now you know. So, Ymirgh's cool. I've played him once. I've seen him played once. Definitely a little bit on the strong side, but with this challenge, that's gonna fit right in. Oh no! What? Interrupted by an ad. They put an ad in the middle of my. Man, I don't understand these settings sometimes. Story is awesome though. I don't. Did they just plop an ad in the middle of the live stream? I thought the ads were only set for like the VODs. Am I wrong? Oh man, I've been doing this for how many years? I probably should know. Probably should know this stuff. Woof. All right, let's go. Hi, folks. Always good to see Greg. Says Mike. Alexander's haven't played Mage Knight for a long time. Such a good game. Sadger says, hope you will get your paws on it. I'm sure Paul will do his thing, but you could give it a more fair stress test. Going straight to 12-8. 18 is a new hero. Done. Playing a new big enemy at the highest difficulty. Of course. Silverfish shit. Interrupted by an ad. Sadget, Mage Knight lore. What have we come to? And Brian says, story is awesome. So I'm shuffling up the very crisp things here. We're gonna do this. Yeah, the skills are very interesting. There's one that's like a one-time game thing. You just remove it from the game. It's pretty cool. We have to figure out who our dummy player is for the skills. So we have, I don't know, just trust me. I'm rolling a D8 because there's 7 of them now. I rolled 7, so that's the last one. That was easy. That was Nora Ross over there on the end. And here we go. We don't need that. We don't need anything in here but the skills. Bam. Oh, and the deed deck, obviously. But, you know, we'll get to that. I would have figured that out eventually. So we have, let's give it a little more of a shuffle. All right, we got 10 here. And we're going to need the D deck of any of the dummy players. I really don't care who. Although I should probably get Norawas's little cheat sheet. Not that I don't know his skills very well at this point, but at least I could tell you the names. That's Tovi. That's Norawas. Cool. Put that over there. We have the D deck. We're playing on the tight level. I had that wrong in the thing, so we have to take the 4 cooperative spells, and we're gonna get 15 wounds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Still got it. Brian says, yeah, I've never seen that on live before. Thomas Willinger, can you show the skills and special cards? I can do that. This, excuse me. Oh man, I didn't even get to the cough button. The skills I'll just have to do as the game goes because there's 10 of them. The special cards I'm happy to get to. One of them is essentially a different swiftness, so it's move 2 or range attack 1. The stronger effect is range attack 3 and +1 fame if you defeated at least one enemy with this attack. So you get the range attack 1 as a basic effect, and then it just makes a stronger effect to give you some extra fame. So that's pretty cool. And then we have Battle Rage, which does that take over improvisation? Nope, here's improvisation. So I guess it replaces one of your rage cards. So Battle Rage. Now I'm not sure because you know how like there's like the complete set where if you take all the 8 official mages, including the one that's coming, all of the basic cards were upgraded once. I think it's the same here. I think it is a swiftness and a rage that still needed to be updated. So that you're essentially have like with Ymirgh, you're duplicating some of the base set. I hope any of that made sense. So Battle Rage, which is just an enhanced version of Rage. This could be really strong. Attack 2, you're going to increase this attack by 1 if you added any wound card to your hand during this combat. And then the stronger effect is attack 4. You can increase attack by 1 for every wound card you added to your hand during this combat to a max +4. So you can get a nice little, bam, take 4 wounds. There's an attack 8 right in your face. So pretty cool. The cards are not, the extra fame is nice. So you definitely want to use that swiftness to get the stronger effect and get that fame. But yeah, I think it's some of the skills that I remember feeling like, whoa, that is strong. Saja says if you play the TTS mod, Ymirgh is there. Sure, they will be explained when if they come up. Thomas says perfect, thanks. Sajid, I personally found this hero not that intriguing, and some of the skills are just too complicated versus how interesting they are. Alexander, if you survive the rule mess of AI trespass, nothing will scare you. I'm thinking about selling AI trespass, which is kind of nuts because I really liked that game. I just don't think it's realistic I'm gonna ever play through it. I have 2 friends that are getting one of the seasons of Heracles, so I'm like, well, I'll probably play that with one of them. I don't know. I mean, I'm really at the primal right now. I'm very much digging and learning that, and very impressed with it so far. So, like, do I need another big boss battler? The season of Heracles is already going to be tons and tons of hours. I still have Madara I would love to play through at some point with my friends. So I just don't think an ATO is not something I would want to do solo ever again. So I think that is probably going to unfortunately be shown the door. But we'll see. I still got Solomon Kane I'm about to get into. We're looking at, Aetherfield and Bloodborne and Tainted Grail. I'm kind of sitting on Hoppelbach's Victorum, I think, until I get the expansion content, which will give you the ability with the official rules of how to make that a shorter experience. I'm just not into playing an 8-hour campaign as a one-off. Yeah, some design miss there for me. So, it is what it is. But, chip theory does what chip theory does. So, Sadja says, Aeon is a tough mistress, for better or worse. Taj Willinger says, I'm a primal as well right now. It seems to be better than Oathsworn. Oh my gosh. Truer words have never been spoken. I don't understand why Oathsworn is so highly rated. I spent 2 weeks really digging into that, playing solo, expecting to get it on the channel, and I got to chapter 11, and I was like, I am not having fun, and I packed it up, and it's now on my sell pile. Yeah, there's a lot that could be great about that game. It misses for me on a lot of levels as well, and yeah, I'm very much not impressed with that game. So, but yeah, Primal I think is fantastic so far. Again, I've only played 2 of the monsters. but I've experimented with all 6 of the heroes, and gonna work my way through a campaign solo. Also working through another campaign with a friend already, so I'm very, very much digging that with the early returns. So stay tuned. So we have 15 wounds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to shuffle these into, this is Wolfhawk Steed deck. Again, doesn't matter. So we have 15 wounds in here, 16 deed deck cards, and then the 4 cooperative spells. So in total, we're looking at 31 plus 4, 35 cards in this deck. It took us 13 calendar months and about 20 sessions to complete a cycle, and there are 2 more already here, 2 more coming, plus the Heracles thing. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. That's right, because the base game came with 3. Whoa. Yeah, dude, I don't think I'm ever getting to it. It's interesting. I'm glad I learned the system so I can kind of help my friends get onboarded when they get Heracles eventually, but that's not delivering for over a year from what I understand, which is bananas. So it's very much appreciate that review copy. I'm glad I explored it, but obviously my campaign was ill-fated from very early on, and just again never got back around to it. But I usually play Antrospes and Kingdom Death. That's all my time I can spare, and there are so many games still in its way. It's horrible. Saget, still you have to play Oathsworn. Don't curse it for me. Yes, sorry, Saget. You might like it more. I bounced off it pretty hard. Thomas, if you played through Oathsworn and it was okay, already sold. Yeah, okay is about right? That's how. And the story modes get really long. There's so much freaking randomness, and like I just hate how like you're starting so many of the encounters having lost, even if you lose like 3, 4, 5 health across your team, that's still like 25% of your health or 20% of your health, which is a big deal. And then it's almost like they kind of built it in. They expect you to fail a lot of the encounters, and then you have to like start again, and you have full health then. And then you're like keeping track of how many deaths you have, and it becomes like a beat your own score thing. But I don't want to play your campaign twice. Like I don't know. It just really, really missed for me. I do think our collection of my free company was probably not the strongest collection of characters I could have had, which probably affected the experience. But I was like, do I really want to start with new characters or build new characters? And I was like, dude, I'm just so over this. Mike James, Oathsworn is the only game I have ever seen a streamer just quit midstream and never touch it again. Apparently, somewhere along the way, realizing you aren't having fun and saying enough is a thing for that. Yeah, dude. Saget, I mean, I guess it helps that we won the campaign and also managed to defeat that enemy you were not really supposed to in the first cycle. Nice. It does help. It sounds like you had a very different experience. I remember you were very helpful as I was trying to get that on the channel, but woof. So, and again, I think if I had a dedicated group of friends that I could really bring that to the table with, but reality is most of my cooperative, like heavier gaming group, like we're so heavy at the Frosthaven right now. I will say one thing about Oathsworn is that it made me appreciate just how good Frosthaven is. Like, there's a lot of quirks with Frosthaven. Don't get me wrong. I am not like, oh, my best game ever. I enjoy playing it, and I will always enjoy playing it. I do think Oathsworn made me appreciate just how Frosthaven, it gets the leveling right, and it just, the way it adds new abilities and they're all interesting, and the character retirement, like it just really nails that so well. And I think by contrast, Oathsworn just misses on all of that. The leveling up is underwhelming. The new powers are underwhelming. The way you retire, it's like, oh, let's just start with a new character, whatever you want, which is like a thematic disconnect. So there's a lot about Oathsworn that just made me appreciate Frosthaven that much more, and what it presents. So skip the story, it's way too long, says Thomas. Yeah, there are some quick start guides. I was definitely feeling that if I was going to continue, I was just going to start skipping the stories. It's pretty nuts. Saget, me, helpful in no way, but alas, given how limited your streaming time is, I can agree to you playing nothing more than Mage Knight from now on. Alexander, did you ever stream or try Kingdom Death Monster? I have not played KDM. I think after playing ATO and learning that the systems are pretty similar, I don't have much interest in KDM. The price point is insane to me. I watched Mark Dainty. Is it Mark Dainty? who's not bored gaming? I think it's Dainty. Like I watched that's his favorite game, right? And I watched his entire review, and I never before watched an entire review of somebody raving about a game and felt more certain that the game just isn't for me. Um, I don't really want to have to build minis, and while I will paint some minis, I'm probably done with that. I don't really. I enjoy the finished product. I'm glad when I'm done, but I don't really enjoy the process. And honestly, some of the art and the ripping off tigers balls and shit like that, like just not that interested in that. Like it feel like it's missing for me, and it's just a disconnect. And like if I was gonna play, if I liked the system enough, I would just play more ATO. You know, yeah, I don't know. It never really captured me. I mean, in enough that I was going to go out of my way to try to play it. I do have access to, I mean, I have a friend of a friend who has all of it, and so maybe one day I'll get over there just to play a game. But I don't really think KDM is going to be something that'd be for me. I mean, especially at that price point, it's like woof. But you know, I know people that absolutely love it. Um, yeah, that marks his mic. Saget, it's a lion, not a tiger, dummy. KDM and ATO seem both to be boring. I don't want to fight the same monster again and again. I sold ATO as soon as it arrived. Oh, interesting. Interesting. But yeah, Thomas was the one who got me turned on to fucking Uprising. Man, I love that game. It's so good. That last stream was pretty cool. But what if it was a Manticore? Says Brian. That is the question of the day. I'm like taking forever shuffling these decks. Somebody's like, when are we gonna play? Never, dude. Never. I'm hanging out with my friends. I haven't seen these guys in so long. Dude, my life is so weird right now. All right. I think I shuffled everything. I think we're good. So we have the artifact deck here. We got his shuffled. We're going to have our starting offer, which is, I'll just put this here. And we'll get set Volcare's armies up. So we have Mistform, Demolish, and Mist of Wind, or Wings of Wind. And then over here, we have Refreshing Walk, Peaceful Moment. Do like that. And we have Spellforge. All right. We don't need that. We don't need this. Great. Done with that. So, what's going on? I'm going to start here. We have to set up the thing for Volcare's return. So, we're going to have Volcare's camp facing this way. We're going to get 2 countryside tiles. The number of countryside tiles we need is 7, including the 2 that we're initially going to set up. All right, so 3, 6, 7. Bam. They're going to come here and here. Nice little dungeon in front of us. I am feeling that. We're going to have the other 5 here. We have 1 core non-city tile. So I'll roll a d6 for this. That's a 5. Those can come out. And then we have 1 core city tile. This is going to be a level 10 city. That's a 1. We will mix these up. We don't know which will be which. Booyah. I rolled the force. That one. All right, here's our terrain deck. Map tile deck, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have a level 12 Volcare. We'll get that set up here. So we're going to have 2 city garrisons, 2 dragons, and 6 orcs. All right, 2 Draconum. God, everything's reversed. So the arts on that's right. This is right. It's reversed. My fingers were trained so well with the old set. All right, dragons. And someone's like, what are you talking about? Well, you know, it's a thing. Some little esoteric knowledge. that only people with the original set will understand. You should not play KDM. You should not play KDM once. If you want to play it a whole bunch. Stands for a bunch of games. Honestly, yeah, I agree with that. Like it's just like lifestyle games are like that, right? It's like kind of Arkham Horror, the living card game. If you don't have the time to really invest and like play it again and again and experience it with different investigators, those lifestyle games, they really shine on repeat plays and new experiences and figuring things out and like learning different parts of the lore. And it's just like an investment. And like I did KDM, ATO, like I'm just never putting that investment in to get everything out of it when I'm looking around at other things that are competing for time on my table. There's like Machina Arcana, like there's just games that I really liked and I'm like, oh man, I'm never playing this enough. Like it just might as well move it on and try to get it to a home. Will they get more playtime? I mean, for me, I'm pretty set, right? Like my favorites are, Mage Knight, Spirit Island. I'm almost exclusively playing with friends now. Like I'm not playing much solo at all. But like Mage Knight, Uprising, Dawn of the Zeds, Gaia Project, I'm barely playing anymore. I mean, these are like my games, and these are the ones I just want to play. And the idea of learning new games now is just not as exciting as it used to be for me. So, it is what it is. I'm an old man. I like what I like. All right, there we go. So 2, 2, and 6. And Volcare is also going to have a die, which will be there. We're going to have a unit offer of 4. So we have scouts. They're here. Says it. They came just for you. We have peasants. We have foresters. Somebody's like you to shout it in my ear, dude, and I don't like it. And we have the northern monks. 2 of them are going to be tight. Yeah, 2 of them are indecisive. So the top indecisive one is going to be blue. They're very sad scouts. And the second one is going to be green. I think when you roll, they get added as a keep garrison. When you pull a wound, yep. So we do want to worry about things getting added to Volcare's army because he can become quite nasty. And I put this on pause real quick. Marty's here. What's up, sir? Hello, how's it going? Sagitt says scouts, mantis, we can all hope. Mike James says, dude, it's so good to talk to you. You just keep shuffling. Alexander, KDM really is a lifetime game. You need to play it again and again. The rules are more streamlined and a lot clearer compared to Aeon, but I get your points. The price point is really disturbing. Silver Fear, hopefully we can see the Gaia Project expansion content. Yeah, I did pre-order that. And Sagitt says scouts, what? Mike James, yeah, this is still a solo game too. I still only played this solo conquest. Yeah, that's honestly fine. I mean, I'm always tempted just to play solo conquest myself, but I like to punish myself with absurd challenges like this. I think I've only beat this like 3 times in my life, and I've played it a lot more than that. I mean, Volcare's return on Epic, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So we have a Wolf Rider up there. We have a Work Summoner, because that's exactly what I wanted to see right there. We have the Ruins. I think we're going to that dungeon anyway, but, Wolf. This is the Ruins here. Kill 3 orcs and get a unit. We're going to have a Mage Tower garrison down here, which will be face down, which is that way. We're going to have a keep garrison over here, which will be face down, which is that way. And we have a Draconum, which will be face up by Volcare. And it is a Swamp Dragon. Great! I think I got all the names right. For once. Sorry, Sagitt. No correcting. No ability to correct me yet, but I'm sure. Stay tuned. Give me 5 seconds. I will call a Centaur, a Manticore, or something. I'll find a way to make it all weird for everybody, because that's what I do. All right, so we're exploring the map. The map is open, limited to 4 columns. That way, that means the map cannot go any further north than this, and it cannot go any further south than this. Again, we are trying to find the city. Once we find the city, things flip into a different mode. Volcare is trying to get to the city before us. We need to take down the city, hopefully not have too many wounds, which we will have a lot of wounds. And then we can try to heal up and then try to take on Volcare. If we defeat at least, what is it? Attack, blah, blah, the attention of the scenario end. If at least one token per player per real player, so if we kill at least one unit in a city attack, the attacks by the city are presumed to take place in the field outside the city. Volcare will move back, but then he'll keep moving forward. Spell cards can get really bad late, as we'll see. So a lot of it is we want to try to get as much distance between us and Volcare as possible. Sometimes that just means going really far out. Sometimes it means, hey, we'll try to cut across and go up here. Volcare will be down here. We'll see where his early movement cards take us for sure. Tactic selection, we always choose first. Volcare then takes a random tactic from those remaining. Remove the tactic card you used, but the tactic card Volcare used is not removed. I'm going to take planning almost definitely. So I'm drawing up to my hand limit, which is 5 cards. We have a stamina. We have an improvisation. We have a rage. We have a battle rage. And we have, last but not least, another stamina. I do like the idea of going to this dungeon and getting an early spell or an early artifact is a good deal. So that's going to be 6 movement. So that's actually a pretty good thing. We do need to set our source. The source is 4 dice in Volcare's return. So we have gold, red, and blue. Oh no, I'm using up all my good luck. This is not going to end well. So I'm going to take planning. Volkipoo is going to roll a d6. He rolls a 5. So planning's going to come out at the end of the round. Great start will stay in, but that does mean that I go first, which is a nice turn of events. Alrighty then. Satcha, there is time. You will mess up names and colors. Usually counting is correct, though. Madi, did you get Uthia yet? I ended up selling mine. It took forever to set up and was not worth the time. The setup to fun ratio wasn't good enough. I'm very excited to explore Uthia. I just have not done it yet. But I do think I will love it. But I have heard similar complaints about setups. So, we'll see. Sometimes I find setup therapeutic. Sometimes I find it annoying. It just depends on the game. What a great roll, she says. Yeah, I guess that's bad luck coming as well. This will be interesting indeed. So I'm going to play this and this. Do I try to do this on the first turn? That just seems like a bad juju move. So I do move. The problem is I don't have another. Could move. Man. That gives me move 5. I need exactly move 6. If I had these 2 cards and I had access to that red and getting +1 attack for each wound I take, that's not crazy. If I do this, I can get, if I take 1 wound, that's attack 6. I just worry I pull the wrong thing. And if I pull frickin' Medusa, that's going to be a terrible start. So I think I just have to just move on that first turn, take advantage of the fact that Volky rolled a 5, and I went first, and then we'll just go from there. So that's the end of my first turn. I'm going to clean up the play area. I re-roll that die. It's gold. Oh, and I can't use gold in the dungeon, so I have that red. So that's good. Because remember, net rules apply in the dungeon, so we get a card. It is green. Sorry, it's March. It's Axe Throw. Oh, that's nice. And then planning triggers, we get a Crystallize. We're going to go to Volcare's turn. We flip that over. He flips over a white card. When he flips over a white, I believe we're going to re-roll the dice. Where's the cheat sheet? Yep, and he would re-roll a gold because he's a jerk like that. It's now green. And he's going to move up into the montaña. Mountain in Spanish. All right. Donskis. If he moves onto empty space, he explores, I believe. Movement switches when moving. Volcar did not reveal. The Impelta is the shortest way. Yep, he would actually reveal new tiles. So, which could limit distance again, but that's fine. It is what it is. So, my turn. We're going to enter the dungeon. Let's see what we get, and then we'll deal with it. Hopefully. Uh-oh. I don't have a white, unfortunately. My bag is falling apart. That's not good. I don't have a white, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be able to use axe throw. I could, because that +1 fame could matter. I could use crystallize before I go in and use it with a gold and get a white mana. I think I want that extra fame. Ah, it's such a bad idea. No, it's not worth the 1 fame. Not worth it. Let's go. Dump. Booyah! All right, glad I have attack a billion. So we have a orc. I'm sorry, we have a what are you? A gargoyle? I think it's a gargoyle. Attacks 5. It has 4 armor with physical resistance, so we're gonna need 8 physical attack to defeat it. In the block phase, I think I do block all of it, but it would give me 3 wounds if I don't block it. That's a thing. I'd rather not. You can block 5, but then would I be able to get 8 attack? 2, 4. Nope. I'm gonna take the wounds because that is how this is gonna go down. So we are going to take the 3 wounds because my armor is only a 2. So wound, 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 and then I'm going to get attack 7. That'd be 3, 8. Nah. I think I use all of Battle Rage. The problem is I don't want to draw any cards. I'm not going to be able to crystallize this turn, but I could get into here next turn, which is good. And then maybe I get some influence and I can heal. We'll see what the artifact is. So, or the spell for that matter. So here we go. So we got Battle Rage is going to be powered with the red, so it's attack 4, plus as I took 3 wounds, it's attack 7, and then I'm going to put a card sideways. I still want to hold up the axe throw. I think that's going to be a pretty tempting kill, plus it'll get my reputation up. I can use this rage to get me attack 9. I've killed the gargoyle. The gargoyle gives me 4 fame. He goes away. I'm going to roll this die, clean up my play area. So it's a gold. Done. I'm going to do a level up. I'm going to look at the top 2 skills. Now, the 2 skills we have are Brawn. Once a turn, I gain move 1, influence 1, block 1, or attack 1. That's pretty flexible. Or we have Dwarven Trails. Once a turn, you may enter a hill space for a move cost of 2 and a mountain space for a move cost of 3. If you finish your turn on a mountain, you gain a crystal of a basic color. Mountains are a safe area from you. Being able to move over mountains is pretty sick, but I do think this flexibility is just a little bit stronger, and hopefully I don't come to regret that decision. So that will go over there. We add one of Norwat's skills is for each ready unarmed unit you have, you get a move 1 up to move 3, and with that I will take, I think I take Peaceful Moment just to get some heal, or move 4 and heal 2 is also pretty tempting. It's the refreshing walk. Peaceful Moment, being able to ready your dudes is super nice. Spellforge is also tempting. give me some crystals. These are actually all fairly interesting cards. I do like the ability to get the extra movement, but I'm healing on the same point. That's pretty enticing. But I'm not going to get this in my hand for a minute. Move 5. Move 2 there. Maybe I don't use this. Move 3, move 2, get a crystal. Peaceful moment. If you do, heal 1 for each 2 influence you spend, and refresh your unit by playing 2 influence per level of the unit. I do want to get the peasants or the scouts before a bunch of stuff is recruited. Let me take peaceful moment. I just think it's the max flexible right now. I could definitely use some influence. So this goes away. We're gonna go to Volcare. Oh, I have to get my reward. Reward should have been before this. So I'm rolling a die. It is green. I look at the top 2 artifacts. We're gonna get 1. We have Banner of Courage or Bow with Stars on. Bow with Stars on for the win. Banner of Courage is you may replace it at any time of the combat to ready all your units. It's intriguing, but Banner of Courage, Bow with Stars on is just a little bit too strong. So we're gonna grab. Oh, I drew out the hand limit. My hand limit is 5 plus 1 because I'm planning. I already have 7 cards, so that's done. Volcare's second turn. It's white. There's a gold there, so he re-rolls it. It's now black, and he's going to move up here. Since there's no terrain there, we're putting this out. It's going to be a keep garrison there and another ruins. So keep garrison face down. Ruins are face up because of this day. And that goes there. My turn. I'm going to use improvisation and march to get move 3. I'm going to forget the fame on this. Axe throw for move 5. That gets me here. And while I'm there, I'm going to use crystallize, power it with a green. Do we care about green? No, I'll power it with that to get a white. I think having white crystals is more important right now. So that's my turn. I roll a die. It's white. These 4 go away. I drew to my hand limit, which is 6 because it's 5 plus 1 because of planning. So peaceful moment, act surprised, Bow with Stars on, act surprised, and concentration. All right. Volcare's third turn. It's green. There is a green in the source. He re-rolls it. It's gold, and green makes him move down. He's very confused. He has no idea where he's going. On my turn, when I play this, it's going to get range attack 2. So Bow with Stars on will help me kill that dude. I'm going to play concentration, power peaceful moment. This is my action for the turn. So I have 8 influence to spend. I can get a heal 1 for 2 influence, and then I would have, so I can heal these 2. And then additionally, I'm going to recruit myself the peasants or the scouts. I'm really tempted to take the scouts right now. Revealing a tile 2 away could be really helpful with return. Scouts! I gotta take the scouts. Taking the scouts. Alright, so they cost me 4, and here we go. Here we go. I could get 1 more heal, 1 more movement, but it is what it is. This is all good. Rerolling this die. It's red. These 2 cards go away. I draw up to 6 because planning does trigger because I still have 2 cards in my hand. And that is that. Do I stay there, get the fame, and also get the peasants? Probably not. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat, which I'm sure is lovely for you. Can heal this one. Bow of stars on +1 fame. Get range attack. So I can heal one. So I can move, heal. Yeah, I think that is gonna make the most sense. I won't get the peasants. So 4 turn for Volcare. Does mean I guess I could explore. Turn 4 for Volcare. It's a wound. So it's a wound, we roll this die. If it's green, he adds the peasants will become a keep unit for his garrison. It is not green, it is black. My turn. I'm going to play Tranquility to heal this last wound out of my hand. And then we're going to play Bow of Starzon, discard these 2 cards. That's going to give me range attack 4. That kills this guy. That gives me 4 fame +1, so 5 fame. That's a level up. And I only have 3 cards here, so I'll hold on to the swiftness. And that's good. All right. I draw it to my hand limit. It's this. I am kind of still tempted to take the scouts, but I think I want to explore. It's probably going to make more sense. Planning can go away. It's out of the game. 5th turn for Volcare. It's white. Woof. He rerolls the white die. It becomes white. He moves 2 this way. So he's staying very far up there. On my turn, I'm going to use the gold to make this move 4. I'm going to explore here. We have an orc that's going to come out here, plus another village, which can be nice. We have no monasteries. Don't think I'm going to want to deal with that keep. So this is face up. It is a tracker. So it'd be 6 to kill in the ranged attack phase. It'll be 3 to kill in the melee phase. If you block it, if you don't block it, it's still 6, and it has assassin, 3 fame. So that was 2 to explore, 2 more to move. And then I will get another move 3 to go down here. I'm going to end my turn there, so I'm going to get a green crystal. This reveals, because it's day, it's the heroes. I get +1 reputation because I defeated that guy. I just never took it. And then I can put these both cards sideways to get to move 2 more, so I can explore down here and kind of really see what my options are next round. So that is the extent of our world that we're in. Remember, Volcare went very north because he had 3 of his 5 white cards, including the spell. So he's going to start either going directly east or he's going to start coming south, which is things to consider. This Mage Knight garrison is face down, and the orc is face up. All right, we got a prowler. 2 fame, attack 4, 3 armor. Gonna roll this die. So yeah, ultimately we got move 7, which was move 9. No, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, move 9, which allowed me to again move 5 and explore twice. So I feel good about all the tiles we got out. Not a crazy good first round, but definitely could have been worse. Clean up my play area, re-rolling this die. This is mine. It's red. Volcare is gonna get 1 more turn, which is going to be his 6th turn. So, because again, I moved, I attacked, I moved, I attacked, moved, attacked, moved, healed, attacked, and then moved. So those are my 5 turns. His 6th, so those are my 6 turns. Moved, attacked, moved, healed, attacked, and moved. His 6th turn. It's a wound. Don't be a green. It's a gold. All right, so the indecisive unit lasted. So remember, he went through 6 of his 35 cards. He only has 29 left, so 6 turns around is not the greatest pace. When he runs out of cards, he goes into frenzy mode, and that could be super bad for everybody involved. So we're going to get ready for the next round. We'll get 4 new regular units. Foresters are blue. The magic familiars are green. And shock troops, ooh, oh, that makes it going into that. Oh, shock troops going into there makes that makes it pretty enticing for that for sure. Oh, wait, I never use the scouts, so I could have also had a move 2 there, and I can reveal a new tile distance of 2 spaces. I think that makes sense. As a thing to do. Yeah, because I just never use their ability. How could I take the scouts and not use them? So we have another tile on the board. So I really like that. And we end up with 2 crystals. Sadly, this convinced me I was undervaluing crystallized and making sure I have a full array of crystals as the game builds. That's so smart. All right, and then we have skirmishers, 2 attacks level 1. There are literally only 3 tiles left on this thing, so that's that's quite the pace for sure. So I got to figure out how we want to get this done. I mean, what's realistic for me? That's going to be hard to get into. I mean, I do wonder if spending some time, keep, maybe recruit, get a spell. I mean, I think those are some. This is a strong area. Getting into here is a lot of movement. Down here is not that much. If I get this keep, do this, and then I could kind of maybe move up in this way. I'm not going to want to deal with that movement at night, plus the wall and the skirmishers and all that stuff. Realistically, we're on a pretty tight window, and if Volkare puts another tile out, we're in an even tighter window, which could be pretty bad. Bad, I say. All right, let's. I probably should have just used the scouts thing to move, but I still, I'm not. I haven't given up. Maybe going to that keep, especially with the shock troops there. You know, if I get the shock troops and the foresters by the end of this round, that's a good round. As if I could pick up a spell too, or would have a pretty strong artifact. We definitely need to get fame. We want to be at least at 24 by the time we take on that city, so we have a card draw of 6. But you really want to start taking on that city in day 2. Night 2. We'll see what Volkare does. Volkare is probably exploring that next tile. So he also has a lot of wounds in there still. He only saw 2 of his 15. So hopefully he just gets a bunch of wounds one of these rounds and doesn't move very much. So a lot of moving parts with Volkare's return, which is both a good and a bad thing. It's one of the reasons I say I think Volkare's quest is like the best for new players because it's like so little overhead, and you're not going to get totally screwed by the terrain coming out really weird. All right, we have offering, which is great. Wings of Wing could be good. Demolish is interesting. That's about it. All right, let's go. Do. Whoa. What a great roll. She's, well, Madi, we just have to set up for like a month and play to the bunch. Said it does not hurt to spend 2 hours just to set up and clean up. Remember, no gold in the dungeon. By James J. A friend taught me in the youth. I didn't find it as intriguing as others have. The wounds are coming in. So nice and common to see things familiar. Falling into the regular order. You can spend the title cards crystallize and then draw. Greg rewards first, then level up. Greg doesn't need rewards, never. Not that he would ever forget taking artifact of the burning of the monastery, right? It is after 1 a.m. for me. What's up, Josh? Hope you're doing well. Won't be around for long, but good luck, good sir. Rolling of these golds, kind of insane. If you have peaceful moment as your action, you cannot recruit units. That's interesting. Is that true? I thought, what did I do? I thought you could use it as your action. You could just use influence normally with the addition of healing. I don't know how to rebuild that. You know what I could have done then? With this kind of backtrack, and I didn't roll a blue. I could have done this. I could have recruited the peasants, and used their extra 2 influence. That would have given me the heal. I think that's the easier fix. And then the only thing is this doesn't come out yet. So we know what it is, act surprised. And that way I have the heal. I got the extra 2 influence, so I did 2 heal. So instead, I played Peaceful Moment just for the 8 influence. I got 2 more influence, so I had 10 influence. I spent 6 on healing, and I spent 4 on recruiting the peasants. So I would recruit the peasants first, and then you got their influence extra. I think that's the easier fix. I'm not trying to recreate this any more than I have to. This would have given me 1 extra, but I'm still short 1, and I don't remember what the cards were in my hand, so I think that's just the that's fixed. Yeah, so I think I just misunderstood that card. That I thought you could just no spend influence normally as an action. I'd have to see it when it comes up. There you go, Sagitt Scouts. I remember the card text well. Please check. Nobody sees a little bit of cheating. Well, yeah, you shouldn't have had the scouts just yet. +1 for the Orchestrometer. Wonder how we do the cleanup, dispense at the Peaceful Moment. That fix makes sense. Continue on. All right, rock on. So, drawing at the 5. So, Tranquility, Rage, Determination, Concentration, and Mana Draw. Rolling these 4 dice. White, 2 blue, and a green. Yeah, I'll read the card. Of course, it's going to be in the bottom of the deck, but I'll read it a little closer next time it comes up. Definitely might have been playing that realm wrong. Yeah, usually do it as an action in a place where you can't recruit, right? So that would make a little more sense. Let's make some things happen. Well, we're going to kill the heroes, I think. I do think we're going here, here, here. Well, here, here, here. Seems to be the way this is going. So I could do From the Dust, Long Night, Preparation, Mana Search. Mana Search, block 5, 2 wounds, attack 4. I do need, well, I need a red. That didn't happen. Definitely could have used the red. It's 4 moves to get in there. I don't have much move. I can get 3. 4. Then I'm using this. Get a red from that. Kill, but then I'm taking a lot of wounds. I can wound the peasants for 3, take another 1 wound to my hand. It's not terrible. So yeah, I don't think I need preparation right now. I definitely don't want sparing power. I will play Mana Search just in the off chance I can roll a red here. And we're going to roll for Volkare. He rolls a 1, so From the Dusk stays in. Volkare is first, so this is their 7th turn already, so that's a pretty strong pace. It's a wound, blue or green, and we're screwed. Nope, it's a black. All right, I'm going to roll 2 dice. I'm going to roll the 2. I'll roll a blue and a white. Give me a red. Oh, ask and you shall receive. So I need move 4 to go in. Yeah, so move 3. With that, move 4. I'm in. I'm going to be able to use 2 dice from the source. I'm going to get a block 5 to block one of those attacks. And then I'm going to use the red for attack 4. The other attack, I'm going to assign the wound to the peasants. I lose a reputation for sieging a fortified site. Lose another reputation for killing the heroes. Do I want to bring them in? No, that's more wounds than I want to deal with right now. So I did. Yeah, I'm not that worried about healing the peasants right now, especially since I have peaceful moment. So they're dead. I'm going to get 5 fame. Gets me up to 14. Boof, that plus 1 from that one skill could have come in handy. I clean up my play area. I still have concentration, which is fairly strong. And it's a black and a red. I'm drawing it to my hand, which is 5 plus 1, because now I'm the brand new owner of a beautiful keep. So concentration is my hand. We have swiftness. We have march, or stamina, march, threaten, and blow a star's dawn. That could get me 6 influence. Not -1 there, but I do think I take one of these shock troops. With that. Alright. Volcare's turn. It's a wound, green or a blue. Nope. My turn. I'm going to play. I could roll something. I have no spell, so I might as well re-roll this. Kind of like the rest of that. So rolling this. It's a black. I could really use a white, actually. I'll roll 2. I could use a white in there to help me just. Oh man, it's influence 4. I just discard 2 cards with that. Yeah, I'll roll 2. It's a gold. Awesome, that went well. I'm gonna get influence 5 with threaten, influence 6 with that skill. Again, the name of that skill is Brawn. That's going to allow me to recruit one of the shock troops. And that gives me another -1 reputation. Goes there. Do I want to drop any of these cards? Not really. Move 3. Range attack. Nope. I just draw 1 more card. It's Battle Rage. Volcare's turn. It's a red. So when he draws a red, he looks around to see if there's anyone to attack. There is not. He would re-roll a red die, and that's it. All right, my turn. I'm going to move. I'm going to use Mana Search to re-roll these 2 dice. Give me a white, please. Nope, it's a black and a gold. That's going well. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to use this green to move 4, and then I'm going to use the Bow of Stars on, discard swiftness and a stamina. That gives me range attack 4, which kills the Prowler. I don't have to worry about going to the melee phase, and I get to hold onto my white crystal. So that gives me 2 fame plus 1 because of Boa Starzon, so 3 fame. Reputation goes back plus 1 because I killed an orc. I still have these 2 cards. I'm still adjacent to my keep. I'm going to clean up my play area. That's a black woof. And then I'm going to get my level up. Interesting. So it's my cooperative skill. Cheers for our failures. Once around, you and every other player may choose 1 card from the discard pile and place this card upon the top of their deck. Oh. That seems really good. Or blood for blood. Once around, except in combat, ready any number of exhausted units. Take 1 wound for each regular unit and 2 wounds for each elite unit that was ready this way. That's that's not great. I don't love that. So I'll take this. Adding wounds from my discard pile could be nice. This comes out. And power crystals. Ooh, pathfinding. Power crystals could be good. It could be a lot of card draw when I need it. Plus, it's the movement I want now. Alright, so we'll take power crystals. Ambush comes out. We have that. We're drawing with our hand limit, which is 5 plus 1 because I'm next to my keep. So 6 cards. And there we go. Volcare's turn. It's a wound. Blue or green. It is not. Getting lucky there. My turn. It's 3 movement into the desert because it's night. Definitely want to get a spell. I kind of like Demolish to ignore site fortifications, and I have a lot of decent range attack, especially with the Boa Starzon. Offering is also very intriguing, but I think Demolish is going to be the one. The special one I love so much. All right, so we're going to move 3 to get in. This is not a special effect, so I want a crystal of a basic color I don't own. I have to use that during movement. Oh, I can re-roll 2 of these. White and a green. That's better. Heal 2. That's fine. So I'm going to use the 3 move. How do I do it this way? I'm going to move this. I'm going to use this up with move 3. And hope I don't regret that. So I go into here. I lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. Oh. It's the magic familiar, so they can't be fortified. They're attacking twice. The range attack I can get is 1, 6. So that's 1 shy. So I'm not defeating him in the range attack phase. Brutal would mean 2 wounds. I have a heal 2. I could also just get me a crystal. Have I used Tranquility? I haven't seen Tranquility yet, though. I have. I used Tranquility. I have Peaceful Moment. So... Alright, I'm going to reduce 1 attack by 3. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on 1 sec. Alright, we're good. 1 attack by 3. Any damage for that attack must be assigned to this unit first. So the other attack, I can take it into my hand or I can give it to him. It's brutal. I'll take them in. Yeah, I'll just take both of them into my hand. And now I need 7 attack. I don't have a red, so I'm gonna use the green. That gives me attack 6 plus 2 because I took 2 wounds. Ah, man, I'm not getting that extra range. That extra fame again. Still think that makes the most sense. So we got attack 6 plus 1 for each of the wounds. So we've killed the magic familiars. It's 5 fame. It gets me up to 22. Boop. Get my rewards. I really like demolish. I really like offering. Thinking about range attacks. This. The bow of stars on really wants me to take that. But I'm not sure I want to break the bow of stars on. I need more crystals. I'll take offering. God, it's close. It's really close for me. I just really like offering. It's just a cool flavor. Alright, black. That's useless. I could do a healing. Well, I didn't have the crystal yet. I didn't want to do that. So these are out. Oh, once a turn, I could put that on top of my deck. Take a card. That's special. Yeah, I don't know where. So I'll put this on top and then I'll draw it. I think that makes some sense. All right, Volcare's turn. It's a white. So we had 6 turns last turn. We're on his 5th turn this turn. Because what I attacked, I recruited, I moved and defeated. I attacked. So that was 4. He went before me though. And I just pulled that, right? So that was, yeah, that was his 5th turn. That makes sense. All right. So 5th turn is a white. We re-roll the white. It stays white. And then he's moving up here. So another tile comes off. Act surprised. We know what it is. So that probably worked out better. If he had revealed the next tile, now all the tiles left are cores, that's crazy. But all the white cards have come off his deck, I think, except for 1, which is pretty wild. My turn. I'm gonna roll. Oh, shoot. This would have had to happen before the end of my turn, and then this would have come off in the end of my turn sequence. So sorry about that. Let me roll 2. I need a red. Not a red. I'm going to gain a crystal. The color I don't already have. I'll gain a red. It's not even a green there. Woof. Oh, this goes away. This is here. I will get a move. Okay. I need another. I'm 2 away from another thing, so I can't even get what I want there. We're about to get core tiles. Not super close. was thinking if I could level up again, I could recruit the foresters, which would be pretty good. But I'm gonna get move 2, move 3 puts me here. I think I hold on to that. Yeah, 2 more fame will be nice. This is defeated. All right, these are out. Hopefully Mana Search comes in big. I need a red or a green next turn. I just draw 1 more card. Act Surprise, there's Tranquility. And is that... add it to your hand. Alright, Volcare's turn. That's a 6 turn, so he rolls a double green. So that's bad. So at least we got another one of his spells out of his deck. Green has him come down. Where's that card? Yep, so he's going 1, 2. The last countryside tile is off. See what white, white, green, white, 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 green. It's going to be a keep. It's a maze up there. Did he walk onto something? He did not. So keep is going to be face down. Oh, I moved myself. Wolf. I was here. He's here. Sorry about that. When did that happen? Here, because I moved 3, so I should be right there because I left the thing. My turn. I'm moving a little too slow for everyone's comfort. It's a horrible roll. I need to get through my deck. These cards are not going to do it, so I'm going to have to spend this green. I'm going to draw. I'm going to heal 2. No more wounds. And we have a move 2 here, which is going to let me... I could have done the move 2 last turn. No. And as soon as that city's revealed, though, we're in trouble. As soon as that city's revealed, we're in trouble. How many cards are left here? 6. Well, I could just finish the round. Yeah, I'm gonna chill with that. This comes off. I spent that crystal. I drew it on my hand limit, which is 5. There's Peaceful Moment. Crystallize. Volcare's turn. It's a green. He moves down again. Again, there was not a green for him to roll either of the last two things. I'm going to re-roll 2 dice for Mana Search. Wow, just bad. All right, this goes out. I guess I could have 1 more turn. I'm going to use the red for my source. Discard these. I get a red crystal immediately. And I'm discarding these 3 cards to get a white, a blue, and a red. All right. And then we're using Peaceful Moment, the white from the source. I'm going to use that as my action. I'm going to get heal 2, and then I can ready him because I don't really need to ready the shock troops. What's the point? Probably just declaring end of round, and then I'm going to hopefully put the city here. If the city's not here, it will be here. So I have core tile and then city or city core tile. The city can be on the coast. Oh, shoot. I just need to hope that's the city. Man, I could gamble. Well, if it's not the city, we'll see what he does. As long as he doesn't pull the blue spell, I should be all right. But yeah, I'll heal my peasants and refresh them. I'm going to clean up my play area. This comes down here. Peaceful moment. I draw my last card. It's Promise. Volcare's turn. It's red. He looks around. He rerolls the red. I declare end of round. That's it. So definitely gave him a bunch of turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, he had like 8 turns that round. So he didn't add any units. This comes off. This gets ready. This comes out. We do not have a core tile on the board. I did not want to potentially reveal the city. We get the Utham Swordsman, the Utham Guardsmen, the Thugs, and the Herbalists. Moving this. So we still have a blue spell. We still have a red spell. So 2 red, white, and green. I think the red spell, he'll actually he starts moving toward the city too, which is kind of gross. This is out, down, up. Mana Search is out, down, flip up. Seeing the chat. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen you, so starting over isn't the worst ever thing. It's a reasonable start, no to restart yet. Those couple cards are defined as actions, their own unique things. You cannot combine them with location actions. They create their own unique things, same as summoning the familiar. Right, but Sajid, I wasn't healing. You may play this. Oh, so I combined that with the location action. Got it. That makes sense. So I couldn't recruit and use that. All right, I appreciate that. I'm probably leaving the game to play some games now. Good luck, I'll catch up. Doesn't the co-op skill have the second effect? The city and not city don't get shuffled. City is always on the bottom. Oh. City's always on the bottom. That sounds like a reasonable thing. Always at the bottom. That's what it says. Look at that. So I don't know which is which. We'll figure it out when we get there. But yeah, a little unlucky with the mana. The mana search was not getting the rolls I needed more often than not. Yeah, Marty, the co-op skill. No, the co-op benefit is built into the use of that skill. You just flip it over and everybody draws a card. So there's no secondary effects. So it's a little bit different than the other co-op skills. I kind of like it. I think it's just less to keep track of, and it's a really strong effect, obviously. So not that worried about it. So that's interesting. Like that puts me in a weird predicament. I probably could have explored here. In that case, but again, if he pulls the blue spell, he's going to be putting a core tile up there. He's just been moving north and then south and then north, south has essentially been his path. We're going to get a blue and a green. I draw it to my hand, which is still just 5. So mana, stamina, march, promise, power, crystals, bow of Stars Dawn. I'm going to take great start. Nah. I'm going to take early bird and definitely go first. You have to kill one more thing to get a level up, which gets 6 cards. And again, anything but the blue spell, I feel pretty good about where we're at. So I'm gonna play power crystals and gain a green. I'm gonna use March. Now that Marty reminded me the city's always on the bottom, but I was probably gonna want to reveal this on the first turn anyway. It's gonna be move 4. We spent 2 points of movement to put this out, the non-city tile. So we have a mage tower. we think about this. Chill, Wings of Wind, Underground Travel. Underground Travel intrigues me. This is face down. The ruins are face up because it's day. I could try to take on a dragon in a tomb. That I don't hate. That's a unit. Tombs are, you can't use units. And I think you get a spell and an artifact. That could be really strong. So I have 2 more move from that. I'm going to use this to get there. I'm going to drop this influence card. I think I try to kill a dragon there, get underground travel, which gets me less than that. So I can get there. And then, oh, core tiles have to be adjacent to 2. Ah, that's... Core tiles still have to be adjacent to 2. That's really bad. Hmm. Since core tiles need to be adjacent to 2, I would have gone 1, 2, and put this here. It's the same 6 movement. As much as I would have loved to kill a dragon there, I need to have this open. So instead of exploring and moving 4, I moved 4 that way and explored. Oh, I forgot about pillaging. Why did I not pillage a village? And now I'm on a village. There's nothing great to recruit there. I don't have enough explorer to put another tile out. Oh, I could have. Wait, so great. So if I got a power crystal, move 6. Do I want to put it out right this turn? No. I could have explored that. No, that makes no sense. So we're good there. I'm going to get a white, a gold, clean up my play area. I'm going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I drew 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pillage the village to get 2 more. And good. Volkare's first turn in the second round. It's a blue. There's a gold there, so he rerolls that. That becomes a gold again, and he moves there. There is 1 more white, so I do have to put this on the board this turn. Otherwise, I'm risking certain disaster. I'm going to do this and move 1 to put the city tile here. It's the green city. Now it is day, so that's helpful. Oh, I did. Never mind. It's going to be a level 10 city. We have the catapults here. We have Orc Summoner here. We have another village here, which is some prime pillaging opportunity. Here's our green city. Remember, the green city adds poison to physical attacks. And at level 10, it comes in with a keep garrison, 2 monsters, and 2 city garrisons. It's a good approach from up there, so I dig that. I'm wondering if I should have taken Demolish. I have no way to get another level up, which is not great, but it is what I have at this point. As I try to get to that village, which seems a little bit crazy. Keep 2 monsters. Let me put this on pause for a sec. I think I'm officially allergic to streaming. Cool. No new comments. So I spent 2 to get there. It's another 3 to get into the city. It'd be 5 to get there. I do some pillaging. They give me access to a gold. Boa Stars Dawn isn't going to be that helpful in the city. I could break it and turn everything into a siege attack. Which isn't great. Don't think I'm going to be using the bow effectively in this city, right? So if I wanted to get it back, I could always get it back with this. So I'm going to discard improvisation and this, and move 3. That reveals the city garrison. So we have Amontep Freezers. We have the Grim Legionnaires. Oh, that's interesting. They cannot be fortified. We have the Crypt Worm. We have Medusa, and we have Shock Troops. Lots of physical attack with poison. Woof, woof, woof. Can I get another move 5? Getting into that city makes some sense. Oh, I could Boa Stars on that guy. I mean, not have discarded the bow. That made no sense. Sorry. Because I think I need to pillage a couple of times. I have to get more cards in this hand. It's too much poison. I'm going to play Crystallize, power it with the white. The gold, I mean, to get another green. I'm going to clean up my play area. That's a gold. So now the city's revealed. Volcare is just coming right toward the city. So I just need to get lucky and pull a bunch of wounds. So we get a blue, we get a stamina and a concentration. Volcare's turn. It's a wound. Green or blue? Nope. My turn. I'm going to power this. That's move 4. Move 5. That gets me here into that city. I do want to level up. It's going to be a lot of cards. I'm going to use Boa Stars Dawn. And this Rage. And this constant. I do a peaceful moment, but I don't see it. Rage and this, so that's going to be attack 4, kills the Orc Summoner. That's going to be 5 fame because it's 4 plus 1 gets me to 27. That's an important level up. I could recruit another unit that way. Done. This comes back. These come out. I reroll this. I draw to my hand limit, which is 6. And then I'm going to pillage the village to get to 8. 1, 2, so that's there. That's 7. And peaceful moment is 8. That's all the cards in my hand. Did I want to draw? Yeah, it'd be so much better at night. Part is wondering if I recruit and then rest and then come in at night, have offering in my hand. Because the red and white would give me range attack. 10 to kill him. I recruit, I get more things to put wounds on. Or I just call end of round now. It seems a little crazy. Attack 4. Yeah, the Legionnaire is just too many wounds, man. Deal with them. Alright, Volcare's next turn. He moved there, he pulled the wound. So his next turn, it's a white. He's beelining for the city. He re-rolls the white. When I killed the thing, I would have gained a reputation. I lost a reputation, I just didn't gain it. So I should still be at -1. How many wounds are left in his deck? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 9 wounds left in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So half his deck is wounds. I just don't think I have what I need to get this done. I get offering though. I kill the Grim Legionnaire, and all of a sudden that's a very different look. I have no siege attack. Could break the bow, but it seems silly. I'm going to give it one more turn. I'm going to influence 3, influence 4, influence 5, influence 6 because I'm -1 there. I'm going to get the Utham Guardsman. And then I'm going to use the red and the source. I have influence a billion there. It's fine. So I just didn't use my units. I'm going to use the red and the source to get a red crystal, a green, a blue, and a white. So red, green, blue, white. All the crystals. So I have to wipe this out in one turn. I think that's reasonable. I think it's siege attack. I don't know. I got ideas. Be a wound. It is a wound. Rolling a die. Don't be blue. It's not blue. All right. We're going to declare end of round. So I recruited and got a bunch of crystals and didn't kill. I am going to pillage in between my turns to get a draw of 8 cards. And I think we're going right in the beginning of the next turn because we'll have 9 cards. So I'm going to draw 6. I'm going to use preparation, and then we're going to pillage before my turn, which is legit. You can pillage once between each of your turns. Alright, so my 6 cards are Threaten, which is garbage, Crystallize, which is not good, Rage, there's Offering, so that's helpful. Bow of Stars Dawn, I think we're breaking it. That, Determination, and bam, oops. Order of operations, I think I need to take the preparation card first. What's the card I really want? It's gonna be Battle Rage. And I shuffle these. And I draw 2 more because I'm pillaging the village. And this goes down to here. Rolling for, oh, this goes away. These go down, getting ahead of myself. Really need a black die in the source. Actually, I would be, right, I would have set the source first. Black. No. I would not have. I would have not taken Battle Rage. I need to manipulate the source. I would have taken Mana Draw. It's my only chance of getting a black. So there's Mana Draw. And then I'm going to pillage the village and get 2 cards at random. It's the only. So I just got a little bit ahead of myself. So Chris Concentration and March. Wolf. Power Crystals is much better because I could have drawn like a billion. But that did not work out. Rolling for Volcare, it's 6. Perfect. So Sparing Power stays in. I go first. And let's make this happen. So I'm going to move 2 to go in. That's going to make me lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. I'm going to play Offering. I'm going to power it. Well, I'm going to spend Mana Draw. I'm powering with a white from the source. That lets me take any other color, turn it to black. I'm going to get 2 black mana. I'm going to use 1 for sacrifice. 1 is just going to be wasted. I'm going to use the red crystal to make this all happen. Or do I want to use the white? How about I do this? This, and I use a white crystal. I'm going to liquefy I get range attack 6 for white, so I'm going to liquefy the white. I do that. What if I get siege attack? Siege attack 4. Alright, if I liquefy all my greens and all my reds into mana, that gives me siege attack 12. You're double fortified. You also can't be fortified. So I need 16 to kill you. Gain of white. 18. Can also double any siege attacks, but they can be rage attacks to the same element. Not that worried about you. You're going to be blocked there. Get a block here. Then it would only be 3. So I can essentially get siege attack 12 or range attack 12, depending on what else I'm liquefying here. I think the range attack 12 makes sense. I can block Medusa. This is, I don't know why I have another die in my hand. Range attack, siege attack 12 doesn't really do much for me. So let me crystallize. I'm gonna melt all my crystal pairs. I keep a red, so I'm gonna melt 2 pairs of red and white. That gives me range attack, fire, 12. With that, I'm going to kill the Grim Legionnaire because I can't be fortified. I have 4 enemies left. In the block phase, I'm going to assign that I'm going to use the shock troops to reduce the attack of the Amata freezers to 0. Otherwise, it would be 12 physical blocks, so that's too much block. I obviously need to block Medusa because that's gross. So I can block. Well, also, and I have all these freaking crystals. And I have all these mana, by the way. Let me clean up this area. These guys are, well, he's still here, but all these other tokens are out. At this point, if I didn't kill anything else, Medusa would cause me the paralyzed, so she has to be blocked. But we're looking at 2 wounds, 4 wounds from the rest of these guys. I would like to block the other 2 and just take those 2 wounds. I think that makes the most sense. Bow of Stars Dawn. I could get attack 3 from that. Now I could do is play the Bow of Stars Dawn and discard these 3. Oh wait, I got 12 from this. If I play the Bow of Stars Dawn, I get 2 more. I get 4 more range attack. Because I had 12 from this plus 4 from this, that actually kills both of these guys. Because he can't be fortified. Now it's 6 because he's elusive. But I got a 12 from this and only needed 10. And then I added 4 more with the Bow of Stars on. So they're both dead. Now the Grim Legionnaire Arcane Immunity, that did not come into play. So that's better. Now the only thing I need to block really, because I can take the 2 wounds from the Crypt Worm, the only thing I need to really block is Medusa. I still have this +1 from somewhere. This is going to be, I mean, this is 3/7 attack from that. That will kill that dude. Block 4, block 6. So we've blocked Medusa. But unfortunately, each of your range attacks has doubled. Yeah, breaking the Bow of Stars is not going to be super helpful right now. Gonna get a level up. I have to do this in 2 turns, I think. I lose these 2 crystals. I can save. Because one of the things I'm thinking is if I use that to get a white crystal, I could have done some other things here. I think I want to save a white, so what I'm going to do is actually discard concentration, and then since these are mana, I can just power concentration with an extra red and do this. I just take the 2 wounds, but then I have the 7 attack over here. I could get 8 attack, but obviously pointless, and that would kill this guy. And then both of the monsters survive. Oh, that's 2 to my discard pile too, because poison. All right, so let's play that back. Grim Legionnaire, I killed with Offering. I melted down 2 pairs of red and white crystals to give me range attack 12. I also added range attack 4 with the Bow of Stars on, play the Bow of Stars on, and discarded 2 cards. So that killed both the guys that could not be fortified. The Crypt Worm attacked me, gave me 2 wounds to my hand, 2 wounds to my discard pile, because every physical attack of the Green City has poison. And then I just let them live. Medusa I blocked with the Peasants and used them Guardsmen, and then the Amata Freezers, I reduced the attack from 3 down to 0. Don't have to worry about swiftness or elements or any of that crap at that point. Basically moved out of the way. And then I killed him with an attack 7 over here. So 2 units survive. I go back there. I have 2 wounds in my hand. I used every other card in my hand. I didn't use this skill at all. The math didn't make sense for me. These 3 are dead. I killed 2 in the range attack phase, so Boa Star Zone's going to give me 2 extra damage. This does not get rerolled. This does. Or 2 extra fame, I should say. All these mana go out. I wasted this white crystal, and all of these cards are done. Yeah, so it would have been realizing I needed that. If I had rolled the black, it would have been much easier because then I would have had much stronger cards. But because I had to take mana draw just to get a black, just to use Offering Sacrifice, that was a little bit unlucky. So again, rolled very good early, not as good late. I'm going to put my, wait, I have to get my fame. So it's going to be 10 plus 8 plus 2, so 20 fame. 20 fame gets me up to 47. Oh, woof. 1 away from awesomeness. We are going to level up. I'm going to look at my next 2 skills. We have Dwarven Craft, 1-time skill. I can forge an artifact by paying a gold mana during the day and discarding 1 non-wound card from my hand. Just discarding. Draw 2 artifacts, choose 1, put the other on top of your D deck. Yes. Or we have Rune of Fusion, pay 1, return 1 mana from your inventory to the bank, gain 2 mana crystals in 1 or 2 colors, depending on the color used. So I can turn a white or a blue crystal into 2 whites or 2 blues. I can turn a red or a green crystal into 2 reds or 2 greens. So that's interesting, but I do think getting another artifact is going to be clutch. We add this. Ooh, Bonds of Loyalty. Hello. Maximum Effect is intriguing. I do think Ambush is the way to go because extra block will be nice against Medusa. I draw it to my hand limit, which is 8 or 6, and then I'm going to pillage, so unable to recruit. Yeah, I didn't want to assign any wounds to units. So if I use them to block, Yeah, let me get this crap out of my hand. So 1, 2, and then the 2 wounds, they get double wounded. So that actually makes more sense because they were all used in the ranged, or they were all used before the block phase. That reduced an attack, and since there was no wounds down with the freezers, it was fine. So I could assign the damage to those 2, which makes more sense. So now I have less concern about how my deck comes out because I have 2 more openings in my hand. Ooh, power crystal. I don't have a white. Damn it. Peaceful moment would be great later. So that's 6. That's a bad draw. 7, 8. Oh, man, if I had a white crystal, I could still draw 2. But yeah, it's a bad draw. And that's a bad source. Woof. Alright, Volcare's turn. It's a blue. Again, he's doing this. He's going to re-roll a blue. There is no blue. My turn. Definitely don't have the time for Peaceful Moment. We have to get to the city before he does, and there's still 2 spell cards in his deck. So I'm going to use a green crystal. I'm going to power this. That lets me draw 2. If I had a white crystal, I could draw 1 more, but I don't. So it's 1 extra card for every pair, every set of all 4. So 1, 2. We do a Battle Rage. Heal 2 is strong. I can get them back to full. I also have Peaceful Moment. Block. There's only 2 left. I'm never attacking this catapult. I'm just taking it off. It keeps distracting me. I'm getting distracted. I'm going to use this to put Boba Starsdawn back on my deck. I think I'm good here. Block. Have Peaceful Moment. I'm going to need crystals again. Not both. I'm going to put Offering on top instead of Boba Starsdawn. It's a little more flexible. Runic Forge is a Dwarven Craft as a special effect. I'm going to remove this from the game, discard one of these movement cards, pay a black. Now I need the whites. Nope, not going to do that yet. It's a special effect, so I could do it next turn, so I'm going to keep this. I don't have any white crystals, which is a problem. We have red. Block 6, block 6. Don't remember the rest of my cards are. We haven't seen Determination yet, so before I actually put this on top of my deck, I'm going to play Tranquility, power this with a green, draw 2 cards. There's Determination. Then I'll put this on top of my deck. And now we'll play my last green to get block 2 more to any block card I play, including a card I play sideways. Yeah, this will work. So I'm going to do Ambush. I'm moving in. I'm in here. I need 2 block 6s. I don't want to take any more wounds. I'm going to play this Stamina sideways. That's block 1 plus 4 because of Ambush. So that's block 5. That's block 6. I'm going to play Termination. That's block 5. A card sideways for block 6. So they're both blocked. And now I just need attack 10. I'm going to get attack 3. Attack 4, 5. Attack 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woof. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll actually discard the march because I'm going to stay inside the city. And that should work. I killed both of these guys. It's going to be 10 fame plus the 1 because I finally used axe throw. So 11 fame gets me up to 58. This levels up. Out. I'm now the owner of a green city. I'm going to clean up my play area. Going to roll this die. It's blue. Very crystal poor. So even offering is not going to make much sense, but it'll give me at least some crystals back. And then I draw this. One heal for 2 influence. Maybe I don't do sacrifice. Right, neither of these were in my deck at the time during last hand, so shoot. Yeah, I don't love it. All right, we'll take offering. I have to do some heal, but I'm in the city now. I guess it was 6 influence to get advanced action. All right, Volkare, please be a wound. Great. Is it a blue? Yes, it is. So this guy goes away, and we add a keep enemy to Volkare's garrison. My turn. Yikes. I want to do both of these things. I'm going to play Peaceful Moment as my action. That's influence 4. I get 1 point of heal for each 2 influence I spend. I'm not trying to ready units anyway, so I'm going to heal the shock troops back to full. And then I have 2 more heal. I'll heal this. So that's actually not an efficient heal, because remember, it's only 1 point to heal a level 1 unit, but that's fine. But then I'm going to discard. So it's not throw away, it's literally just discard. By discarding 1 non-wound from my hand, so I'm discarding offering. I'm spending this black. I'm removing this skill. We're looking at the next 2 cards. Ruby Ring or Endless Bag of Gold. Ruby Ring for the win. And that's fine. Clean up my play area, drop Ruby Ring. I'm not going to be playing it this turn. That's blue. And we'll see what happens with Bulky Poo. Volcare, it's red. Yikes. So he does reroll the red. He comes here. I'm not ready for him. I'm not going to attend this battle. So no more city bonus. He's just destroyed the city walls. But I can do the fight again. I have to attend in the future so that letting him destroy the city walls is a one-time a game thing. All right. So we have 3 units. One has a wound on it. We are going to ready this. We're going to get some elite units. So elite, regular, elite, regular, blue, green. We're going to day 3. It's a white, a black, a gold, a black, a white, and a red. I wasn't going to be able to recruit there anyway because I was at X, so it's not that huge of a thing, but so that's one of the 2 spells. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we still have 7 wounds in here, but also 1 more spell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Half this deck is wounds. But again, as I said, we have a spell to worry about. This goes away. This comes out. Way out. Very crystal poor. Level 10 cities are always a decent challenge. I've had a lot. Took a lot of turns in round 2, which I think is coming to bite me now. What's going on? Did you refresh unit offer? There must be elite units there. I did. No, there were no core tiles on the board until now. So I just refreshed it, but there were no core tiles on the board until the second night, the 3rd day. Because I remember I ended here. That didn't come out to the beginning of the second night. So that was purposeful. So I don't get the card bonus. That was a little unfortunate that it happened before the end of the night, because end of the round, because that it just meant that instead of drawing 8 because I was the owner of the city, I just was only able to draw I'm just drawing my normal 6. So axe throw, rage, march, power of crystals, threaten. I'm going to definitely take great start because I need more cards. Ruby ring and improvisation. Remember, I'm not in a location. I can't interact with the city at all. Rolling for Volkare, be a 6, please. Oh, beautiful. So I'm first. It could not have gone much better. Red crystal, red mana. Power crystals. I'm going to need some stuff. So, problem is I'm only drawing to 6. I could go meet Volcare could attack him out here, which isn't super crazy. If I attack him there, defeating Volcare, attack versus player, attention to combat, assaulting Volcare. So I can attack him from the city and then return to the city. I really like the Bow of Stars Dawn. Heal 1 would have been nice. I had 2 more influence last turn, that would have been good. Oh, it's not looking good. Alright, I'm going to use this gold to power this. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, man, it's crazy he knocked those walls down. Because I could have recruited the Defana Masters, I think, or the Freezers. Just that spell coming out was really brutal. Really bad. I'm going to do Peaceful Moment to get a heal 2. That's going to be my action. I'm going to drop all these influence cards and these movement cards and crystallize and improvisation. No, I'll keep improvisation. Alright. This is out. Rolling that. It's red. I have my full complement of units, which could be important. Drawing up to my hand limit, which is just 6. Wolf. Alright, Volcare's turn. It's a wound. Rolling. It's blue. Defana Masters are out. Another. Yeah, if he doesn't knock those walls down, I get 2 more cards, and I'm able to recruit the Defana Masters, or the Freezers. I'm able to recruit someone. So that was just just a bad luck there. I think I have to battle this guy. I'm going to. Use this to add this back to the top of my deck. I'm going to drop this card. This comes out. Volcare's turn. It's green. He's coming into the city. I'm fully attending. I'm going to do this effect before combat. Draw 2 more cards. Gross and useless. I'm breaking the ruby ring to have an unlimited supply of red mana. So red, red, red. I have the white that I can use on this. And then this will go here. So again, if I take 6 wounds, I'm knocked out. Volcare's army plus Volcare himself, and now he has 2 things. I don't think this is ending well. It's a gold. So that's range. That's a cold fire attack 6 with brutal. So that'd be 2 wounds with assassin. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Catapults. So 2 ironclads, catapults. We got a lot of physical resistance here. We got the cursed hags. We have the orc war beast. We have diggers. We have omnipotent gunners. We have the final masters. Oh, we have orc summoner. That's not great. Dang, I have no chance of defeating the orc summoner in the ranger siege attack phase, so we might as well pull those guys. Monster number 1. Oh, awesome. And Cryptworm. So we have the other Medusa, and then the Cryptworm. I can get range attack 3, but it's just physical. He's fortified. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. That's a lot of physical resistance. I would need like an offering or a sacrifice. I would need. I have no crystals. I needed like offering in my starting hand, because then I could have just discarded a bunch of cards, replenished my crystals. But I got offering and bow of stars on there. That's not gonna do it. Just buried at the bottom of my deck. Well, yeah, I don't have enough range attack. This is not gonna work. It is not gonna work. Four. I mean, this is a wound. It's brutal. Block 4 counts twice against swiftness. This is 3 wounds. This is 3 wounds plus another 2 wounds with paralyze. This is 5 wounds with assassin, 2 wounds with assassin and paralyze. This is 3 wounds. This is 2 wounds. There's no way I'm surviving. And I have just a bunch of melee. This is 2 wounds. 1 wound and 1 to my discard pile. 2 wounds for this guy. 2 wounds for this guy. I can't even reduce it below that, even with stamina. Being unuseful. 2 wounds for this guy. And 1 wound for this guy. That's assassin and paralyzed, so he needs to be blocked. I can block. It's block 10 too. Sure. Yeah. Block 4. Block 9. Block 10. So we blocked the final master. We have block. Well, move 2, move 4. Reduces 1 wound from the catapults. Reducing an attack by 3. Removes 2 wounds from an orc warbeast. But then we get to assigning, and it's ugly. The wounds from here knock both of those guys out because of paralyze. And I mean, even if I'm doing something efficiently, 5 damage. Yeah, I could do a wound from here. That removes another wound. But then that's still 14 wounds in my hand. So not meant to be. Yeah, I don't know. It hasn't been a while since I played Return. Trying to think where it could have been a little bit better. I mean, other than, again, you recruit another unit. Say you get this. Say I had Offering in my hand early. I take a turn where I get a bunch of crystals. I can power some stuff. I'm with the freezers, prevent somebody from attacking. Makes it less 3 less armor. So I think it's a matter of like my deck coming out a little weird. Right at the end there, just if I had just a better draw, if he doesn't knock down the city walls, again, I'm drawing 2 more cards, which is super helpful. But the rest of his deck is bad. You know, out of the last 6 cards, 4 of them are wounds, 5 in the last 8 cards. So he's got another spell. So he's attacking, wound, attacking, double attacking, wound, attacking. So not getting the spells out early. With the red spell coming out when the city's not discovered yet is really nice because it's just like basically a dead turn for him. But yeah, coming out once the city's revealed, all of a sudden, bam, he's going to be on you that much quicker. So, just a quick check-in. How screwed are we? Oh, the walls are gone. That's a good sign. That's more wins than Detroit receiving sees on a Friday. So. This is fun though. I like Ymirgh. I do. I mean, it's some interesting ideas. I like that he's different. I mean, he's so much easier. It would be easy to make like just wild variations of what already exists. I think there's some interesting mechanics. I like the the fact that I painted it, and I think he's a good addition to the game. But I'll play some Mage Knight off camera and hopefully find a way to be victorious in the Volcare's return. Again, it's been a minute since I played this game. But yeah, I think the last time I played was when I put Madi's challenge on the on the channel. But that was super fun. So yeah, that's just a lot of bones. And looking at the camera now, it's just ridiculous. I enjoy it. Some of the skills we didn't get to. So there's one that's once a turn you get block or attack 2. I can pay a blue or a red to add an element. So that's kind of flexible and super cool. That would have been nice. We had once a turn, passive skill, place a skill token on your hero card or one of your units and increase the base armor by 1. At the beginning of the next round, you can reallocate this again. So you can make your hero armor +1 or one of your units armor +1. That could be super interesting. Sorry, I won't even get to it. I'm wearing a heart monitor right now, guys. This is my life right now. That's why I keep like touching my chest like a weirdo. Once a round, they play his turn. Flip this token to draw 1 card from your deck, and then take to your inventory 1 red or white crystal. That's cool. I like that. And then finally, Runic Force. Flip this token to gain 1 heal or pay a green mana, and flip this token to gain heal 2. You may flip it back as your action for the turn. You can use healing ability 2 times in the same turn. So that's another interesting idea, very similar to some of Krang's ideas. Yeah, I don't think I was able to use the cheers for our failures skill like I thought I would. It just never really was coming together to make that work effectively. But I can see the power in that, right? But I think part of the problem with Volcare's Return is you have to get to that city quick, but you also have to make sure there's distance between the two, you and Volcare. The Volcare going all the way north and then all the way south wasn't great. If Volcare had gone north and then east, that would have given me more distance to play with. But again, the way he came out, like he was pretty much on top of me. I only had 5 spaces to play with, um, which again led to the city being destroyed. If he's further away, one idea is I just move into the village, and I just pillage for a couple of turns, get back here. All of a sudden, I have a much bigger hand, right? That's a super nice mechanism to way to get more hand. So that would be pillaging on top of the +2 hand limit, right? But again, at some point you keep drawing 2 cards, it doesn't matter. But then I get a whole big stack of cards in my hand, and then I'm in a much better position. Or if I need to heal, I can go and just chill there. Start myself with a yellow crystal, maybe even have the first battle there, because who cares, right? And I'm still getting the +2 from there. So there's a lot of things that could have happened there that just didn't really come together. I do think the Green City was a good city for me. I don't, I got it was a good it was a good city garrison to take down, especially since I had sacrifice. But not being able to get offering in my hand early to replenish my crystals obviously proved pretty fatal. So, um, but this was good. Are you getting the Gaia Project expansion? Monitor, that sucks. Wishing you the best. Yeah, thanks, dude. It's nothing super serious. Just trying to get on top of something early while we have the chance, so before it becomes a problem. But no, I appreciate the thoughts. The Gaia Project, yeah, I have pre-ordered the Gaia Project expansion, so hopefully whenever Game Nerd ships that up, but that looks like that's probably going to be a couple months from now. But it does look pretty cool. I did manage to get Gaia Project on the table with some friends. Most of my friends are scared of playing with me because they think I'm too good at it, but then somehow I end up like losing half of the competitive games I play anyway. So I don't know. You tell me. It is a different, like when you play solo, a game solo a lot. I mean, there is an adjustment to having to go back to play competitive. I do have an edge, but that edge is not insurmountable. So that is definitely a game I would love to play more competitively. We'll see what the next expansion adds. It does look like a lot, and I remain pretty staunch in my lack of desire to play Age of Innovation uh, much more than the one time I have. So I just would rather play Gaia Project because it works for my brain better. I always have liked games that give me asymmetry and then make me have to figure out how to play the same game but with a slightly different puzzle. So like Gaia Project or whatever. I never liked games where it's like the drafting, the setup of Age of Innovation just doesn't work for me. I don't want to play, oh, I found this broken combo and I win, or I thought this combo would work and it didn't and I lose. That's not interesting to me because then I'm probably not going to play that combo again, right? I'm not going to play the game enough to make that happen. So I'd always like games that have things that exist and I'm trying to figure out this world that I'm being immersed into. Like if you think about, I mean, Mage Knight to some extent, Spirit Island, definitely Gaia Project, Chaos Order, different competitive games that require you to play as a faction and learn exactly how to maximize their abilities. Like, what was the designer thinking when they put this combination of stuff together? Revive is a new game I'm playing. I really like the factions in Revive and how differently they play. I do wish Revive was longer, man. That game can feel woofy short. Just like what? I mean, there are ways to make it longer in the rule book, but even then, in a 4-player game, that doesn't work. So it just that end can really come up on you very, very abruptly in a way I don't love. But be careful with that hard stuff, sir. Lost a friend, customer to that kind of thing this summer. Let's take the good ones first. For kind of want to hold on to you a bit longer. I would like to hold on to me a bit longer too. Yeah, it's I went in for to handle one thing and came out backburnering that one thing, and now we're on to figuring out this other thing. So, but yeah, nothing crazy. Just again, pretty preventative at this moment. So, but I do appreciate that, and my wife is also very on top of me because she'd like to keep me around a bit longer too, for better or worse. So that this has been good. It's a good time to sign off. Questions, comments, epiphanies, things you would have done differently, things I forgot about return, that maybe would have made things uh, made a chance of success more likely. I probably won't be exploring other fan-made dudes. I feel like Ymirgh and kind of. I know there's Lazarus, and I know there's another one that Mike mentioned or somebody mentioned earlier. Ymirgh is the one I've seen the most often over the last few years since I started playing this game. So it does feel like he's kind of transcended a bit more than the others, and there was a reason I went there. Plus, he's a dwarf and he has a badass beard. I mean, what else could you ask for in a mage? So, but I do think he's pretty cool, and would recommend it. Again, he comes and goes on Etsy over. I think like I would check periodically, um, but I finally got it. It's not the cheapest thing you'll buy, but if you love this game and want another mage, it can be a very nice addition. Again, it does not come painted, so if you're not a mini painter, that also might be something you're like, I don't really want an unpainted mage. But this was really shockingly easy to paint as far as minis go. So was glad to get that done. So that is about it. This was real. Thanks for the good times and the good conversation as always. I hope everybody has an amazing day. Next time I'll be on the channel will probably be with Primal, so stay tuned for that. And until then, happy gaming.
Solo.